In this blog, we're going to look at creating a simple part without parameters that we're then going to add configurations to. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to draw my sketch. Once I've created my sketch, what I'll then go and do is I'll create my extrude. And if we go and have a look in our parameters, we will see that we will have a D1, a D2 and a D3 parameter that we're going to use. So the D1 will be the length, D2 will be width, and D3 will be the thickness. Okay. So what we're going to do here, we're going to save this model. We've now saved that part. What we'll now do is we'll have a look at using the configure option. What we can do here is we can click on the particular item we want to add in, and we can choose whether we want to bring everything in with the all option. We do have the option to do a suppression, but we wouldn't do this on a first sketch, and we also have the ability to turn the visibility on and off. At the bottom you can see the actual dimensions themselves, D1 and D2. So if I tick both of those, you can see that they get added to my list. Okay. If I click OK on that now, what I can then go and do is click on the extrude, and I can add in the distance there. Okay. And I've got control over that. So those three parameters, if you will, are what's going to control now this particular configuration. So what I can do here, I can come in, right click and rename, and we'll just call this 200mm by 100mm by 20. And what we'll do is we'll create another configuration now. We'll just change the size of this. So now I'm going to make one that's 400 by 200 by 40. Okay. What I can do again then is I can do a rename. Just put the new sizes in. You can now see that we've now got two configurations. We've got this one, and we've got this one. If I want to go back in at any time, then I can go back to configuration. And if we ever want to add more in, we can just come into here, create a new size. And we can just rename here. But the idea being here is that with the configuration, we can have one part file now, which could contain multiple versions of the model. So in this example, it's quite simple, but we could make a more complicated version where we can have features that we can suppress, change counts of holes and things like this. We'll do some further blogs showing you some more complicated configurations with this as well. Okay, so we've got a part number where we can have things in, but we can also as well put a description in at the end. You could put here 200 by again, we can just copy and paste. We can just go in and change our sizes as we go. So we can have individual part numbers if that's the way we want to do it. Or we could also have separate descriptions as well. It does give us quite a bit of scope how we can go about doing things. You can see. But the idea with this now is that we can go into any version of this. We resave the model. We can put a little note in here. And what you'll notice as well is that once the configuration has been added, your icon up here at the top changes as well. I hope you found this blog useful, and there will be more blogs to follow, doing some more advanced options with configurations. Thanks a lot for your time.